Hey, it's Mighty Moose Outdoors. We're going to be talking about two of my favorite entry-level pumps. This one right here is the Tuxing TXES062, bit of a mouthful, and this is the CS1. Both of these are great pumps and what I would kind of consider to be the gold standard of entry-level pumps. The main reason why I say that, these each have a few what I consider to be very important features. First one is they both have auto stop. So you set your pressure that you want to fill whatever it is you're filling to, you hit the button, and you can walk away and you can leave it and it will shut off on its own when it reaches that pressure. I think that's very important, especially for new users, and it's a good safety feature to have. The other one is they both have a built-in thermometer to let you know how hot your machine's running. So on the Tuxing, it's right here, and on the GX, it's right here on the top. They both also will run off of either 12 volt or DC. So for the GX, you just switch it right here and you plug them in down here with either your wall plug or your battery jumpers, which are like this. Whereas for the Tuxing, there isn't a switch to alternate between them. You just plug in whichever one it is that you're using. So basically on par the same there. They both obviously have other features like your bleed valve. They both have burst discs that are easily accessible. On the Tuxing, it's right here, and on the GX, it's right here next to your Foster fitting. Really, the two differences between these two units are, number one, their form factor. The GX is just slightly smaller. It's a tiny, if you lay it on its side, it's just a tiny bit taller, but it is narrower and shorter. This one does, if you open these up, and I have individual videos for both of these, and in those videos I take the tops off of each of these and show you what's on the inside. This one does have quite a bit of empty space, so I think that's why it's a little bit bigger, even though they're quite comparable machines. And then the GX also has a few more buttons here. So it does have an off switch if you want to shut it off while it's running, whereas this one just has the start switch. And then you also have the toggle between the between the DC or AC current. Other than that, I think these are basically functionally the same machine. So when you're looking at which one to get, if the form factor is important to you, if you want to have more of like a little pancake style versus a little bit more beefy of a box, then I would go with the GX. If one of these is significantly cheaper than the other at the time that you're purchasing them, when I got them, they were both right around $230, then I would go with whichever one is cheaper. I will have links in the description to both of these so that you can go check them out. If you use those links, it does support my channel at no cost to you, so I appreciate that. But long and short of it is, I think these are both great pumps. They are both from reputable companies. Both Tuxing and GX have quite a few followers, a lot of people that use them. I myself have owned multiple pumps from both of these brands. I've definitely done more videos on GX, but I'm hoping to start doing more on Tuxing here in the future. So they are both really solid options for an entry-level user. Neither of them should be run for long periods of time. Probably about 25 minutes is the most you would want to run either of these before you want to let them cool down. If you overheat them, you are going to give your compressor a much shorter lifespan. They do not like to run hot. So keep that in mind. These are for filling, like a PCP gun, maybe like an airsoft HPA tank. As long as it's a smaller tank, you're not going to be filling large bottles with these, at least not in one go. You'll have to stop, empty your bleed valve, let the machine cool off with the fans running but not pumping, and then you can fill it up again after that. If you want to fill larger tanks, I would recommend checking out my video on the GX CS4i, which is a liquid-cooled compressor. It's very quiet and works extremely well. But for, probably, I would say 70% of users who are just filling directly to a gun, I think these are perfect options. So check out the link in the description. Let me know if you have any questions about these two or any other compressor out on the market. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff.